Welcome back, everyone. Well, you're probably hearing the talk now with about 4 sleeps until a brand new year and a brand new you. But can you really just flip the calendar to bring about change? Well, here to talk about the psychological side of those resolutions and a little bit more on that topic is Dr. Janine Hubbard. Happy holidays and welcome to NTV. Nice to have you back.
Well, thanks so much.
It's a conversation that I think people often find a little bit daunting, talking about resolutions, and we can be really, really hard on ourselves when it comes to them. Should people even be bothered with making these types of things?
Well, we know that the vast majority of New Year's resolutions fail within about 6 weeks. So there's some question as to why the heck would we bother. On the other hand, making meaningful changes, being reflective about your life and things that maybe you'd like to make some changes about, if you don't stop to think about it and make a plan, they're not going to happen. So I think it's more a question of, are you ready? Is this the right time? And are you taking the steps to make sure that you don't backslide and, beat yourself up even more when you're not able to succeed at your goals?
Yeah, I think culturally we've sort of been trained to think that resolutions have to be hard. They've got to require something that's going to require a whole lot of work to actually get there. You talk about backsliding and not being able to maintain it, but what about resolving to just be kind to oneself and to give yourself a break?
And I think that's such an important message every year. But I mean, listen, it's been a tough year. We've been through a number of really tough years. I actually like to use the term reflections as opposed to resolutions. So maybe it's looking back on the past year and saying, what's something that I did that I really enjoyed and I'd like to do more of next year? Or maybe it's what's something that's a little out of my comfort zone and I'd like to be brave. And it doesn't have to be a scary brave. It can be a, you know what, I enjoy reading, but I don't go outside of a particular genre. I'm going to ask for some recommendations and try something different. It's just about really reflecting and figuring out, are there things in your life that you're unhappy with? And if that's the case, maybe working towards making some of those changes. But I think for a lot of us right now, just being kind to ourselves, being gentle, finding that little bit of time for some self-care, whether it's now, whether that's a month from now, but maybe looking at moving into the year with take care of yourself, take care of each other, and putting some priorities on not the joining the gym, not the, okay, I'm going to change my entire lifestyle, because that's not going to work.
We've talked before about gratitude journals, and maybe it's a good exercise to actually consider that. Maybe sitting down at the dinner table tonight and, like you say, on reflection of 2023, what was the best part of the year, the biggest accomplishment, or something that you managed to achieve throughout the year?
And what often is recommended is moving forward, doing like a little jar or a journal where you write down one thing a day that you were really excited about or proud of, or even just, hey, I got through the day. And there are people who then at the end of the year will pull those out and take a look at them and realize, oh, you know what? Actually, there were some really cool things that happened this past year. And those are the things that I want to make sure I'm going to engage more of my energy in for next year.
Always good advice. Dr. Hubbard, thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you in 24.
Indeed. Thanks, Jody.